they do even no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun the command of the masses. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary.
Thank you. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Most importantly, invite the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. Don't forget their uncles, their aunties, their mummies, their daddies, their Brodian Buhari Didiri. I'm talking about the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, and the Mumu Madus of this world.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook,
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube,
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́,
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ,
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o,
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Share the broadcast. Tell them that Mayegun is here. And as you are settling down, drop your offerings just before you settle down. So good evening to you. Good afternoon to you. Good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. Yes, this is Mayegun Live. And the news that you are about to probably savor today is going to be that of the demystification, the disgrace of the kleptomaniac, the old kleptomaniac, a demented one who believes that you owe him something, and that thing is to be president of Nigeria, a completely lost dog is gone astray long time ago. The day of reckoning is here, and you as a brethren, as a brother, as a sister, you are not responsible for what is about to happen to Tifnumbu. Therefore, brace up. Yeah, brace up. Their consensus or no consensus conversation has taken a new turn. Yes, the emergence of Atiku as the PDP candidate has also shifted the paradigm. Now, look at this. These are pieces of information that you can use somehow to predict what the end result will be concerning this charade. To some of you, my friends, who are currently signing up to become the obedient, I don't know if you are also ready to listen today to the reality that is on ground, especially concerning your Labour Party vehicle, Peter Obi Messiah. I told you something about the system. I said, put in all you think you had in your mind and see if you can make any difference in that system. Then everything you put into it, the system will throw back worse of that, opposite of that, what you are giving into it. Worse of it will be thrown back at you. And that is that popular balance of the Nigeria happening to you. It is the system. It is not your emotion. I'm going to tell you something tonight as well. If you have the emotion to take it, so to say. But let me first quickly share something with you. And this is coming from somebody who you would consider as one of the VIP in the society, the most protected, should be most protected personalities in Nigeria. Religion, it seems to be a little bit of, if you get to the pinnacle of your religious, calling, you are expected to be accorded some level of, sainthood, respect, and regard, and all of that. But today in Nigeria, now everybody go collect. But this time around, a man of God, a prelate of a Methodist church of Nigeria, a prelate named Kanu Emmanuel. He was kidnapped. When they kidnapped him in Igbo land, that's where he got kidnapped from Abia. They kidnapped him. They made him drive them all around into Imo State until he coughed out 100 million naira for his freedom. Now, just like we have said many times that you see, yesterday's survivor, in today's Nigeria, yesterday's survivors are today's victims. Today's survivors are going to be tomorrow's victims. And since tomorrow will turn today, once you get to tomorrow, it will become a today. Then your tomorrow means that if you survive today, you are a waiting victim. But the man came back with a message. Something that if Mayegun, who have been saying it for so long, if you feel like he is trying to exaggerate, if you think Mayegun has been sort of, not helping, he continued to tell it just the way it is, instead of trying to sugarcoat it or be politically correct about it. Now, somebody who just paid 100 million naira to Fulani terrorists, Fulani kidnappers, this time around in Igbo land, they told him to deliver a message after collecting the money. That is where I'm going to start from before we get to that of Tifnumbu's upcoming disgrace, right? This, I believe, is, Prelate Prelate Kanu Emmanuel, when they got released. Gone. Yeah.
We share boundary, old road to Isot. Then they say, you know this road? I said, I don't know. I pretended because it's my village. Yube is my village. I said, I don't know the place. They said, follow this road. You get to somewhere. You will see people there. So I followed the road. We followed the road there first until we saw people. But what pains me most is that these people told us that they are going to bring, after buying enough weapons, they bring all those that have been put in disarray, driven away from Zamfara, Katsina, Zambisa Forest, that they are all coming to locate themselves in Igbo land, that there's no security in Igbo land, that they will come there and then they will deal with us. And that the young man was just flippant. Maybe he took something. He said, do you know Ibadan, Lagos Expressway? We are in all the bush there. We're everywhere there. We're also in the south. And, so we are waiting for the slightest signal. We will finish you people and take over this land. So they claim that Nigeria belongs to Fulani. They said that is why we are afraid of. I've been talking about this open grazing and this road. They have a plan. They have a plan. And I accuse the soldiers who are not non-Christians. Some of them are Fulani. They are part of it. Because they are shooting these men. You know, when our people wanted to come the bush, the soldiers said, if you move a step, we'll finish you. Don't go there. So they know where the boys are. They know the location. And what they do is in the daytime, they use their cow to confuse people. Then after some time, the cows will go to rest and they take their gun and do the operation of the kidnapping. Government should act decisively.
That is a survivor who paid 100 million naira to Fulani terrorists in Igbo land. So if you believe that maybe Mayegun is the one that is always exaggerating, Mayegun, how do you know all of these things? How can you sit down in the UK and then you are telling us everything going down here? You just want to cause trouble. Maybe it is Mayegun who tutored the prelates of the Methodist church. Maybe I was the one who tutored him and said, see, after paying the 100 million, when you have a chance of speaking to the media or talking to the media, right? Just say they were Fulanis. So many of, what happened is this, many of us are living in denial of many things. The insecurity, some parts of people are living in denial of it. They are pointing fingers, including government pointing fingers. But somebody who just survived the harrowing experience, not many. Do you know how many church leaders across Nigeria that have been kidnapped by these terrorists and they have actually killed them? Today, you are hearing about unknown gunmen in eastern Nigeria. And I remember many times I have come here to try and make us reason together. That look at this event, look at that event. Did they make any sense to you that this could have been done by the IPOB or by the ESN? And most of the time, people just want to shut you down. Like, shut up, you don't know what you are talking about. But the victims of those who have actually experienced, those who actually lived to tell the story, most of the time, their testimonies are completely ignored by the media. But the prelate said something. He said, the Nigerian soldiers, they are working with them because many of them are also Fulanis. That is one fact that has always been in the open for so long. You all know that. But many of you, the media, the security in Nigeria, and all of them who are completely compromised, they completely ignored that fact because their intention is not to have peace and progress in eastern Nigeria. The intention is to completely destroy the people and the land and the people of eastern Nigeria. And that is why you remember when I was saying that don't celebrate unknown gunmen, don't celebrate the criminality of these people, because they are not what they are setting you up. You have no idea who are their sponsor. But when victims of their criminality manage to come to the public and speak out, you remember when the governor of Ebonyi State, Devulumayi, when he said that when they were killing people in Ebonyi, and about 40 to 50 communities that cut across about 3 local government areas in Ebonyi State came under attack of the Fulani terrorists. The governor came out and he said he's sad, he's so disappointed because he had a deal, he made a deal with the local Fulanis in Ebonyi State. But that during before the attack of these communities, they were attacked simultaneously. The governor, not me, the governor, who is a member of APC, Egbekegbe now, yeah, he said all of the local Fulanis in all of these communities, right? They packed, they moved, and the moment the last of them moved, the terrorists moved in. That was what the governor of Ebonyi said. Now, the prelate also said that they are in Ibadan and all of the southwest forests. Now, that statement is to confirm and give credit to what I have told you many times on this platform. How many of you remember the time when a brother of mine was kidnapped by the Fulani terrorists? Yes. You see, I don't just come here to talk about things. Most of the time, I talk from the real experience of the people, including family members. A family member of mine was kidnapped this year. And guess what? When we finally paid them the ransom, he was traveling from my hometown. He was traveling to Ibadan, right? Then he got to Ogiri. That was where he got kidnapped. But that's actually the first story. But when he finally got released and I asked him, what happened? He said, Baba, we have been surrounded. That he never believed that he's going to live again. I said, why? He said, Baba, when these guys, when I was with them, right, they now told me how they got me and know my roots and everything. Listen to this very well. Oh, this happened to my own family member. It happened to a brother of mine that is probably watching this video. And I bet you there are many people who are watching this broadcast from my hometown, Odogbolu. He said, the leader of the kidnappers, who is a Fulani, right? He told him, he said, they have the map of the entire Yoruba land in their palm. They know all the routes, the villages along their route. Yeah. They have all their camp everywhere, and they can move undetected for anytime, any day. They know where policemen do their patrol. They know where the highways are. They know where the township roads are. They know where the path will lead to, and they can make you trek in the forest of Yoruba land for days that you will never see a single human being. They know all of that. That's what my brother told me. Right. He said they no longer just jump on the road, okay, to kidnap random people. That is going to be a later thing. That's what he said that the person told him. He said, no, we are not going to be kidnapping people randomly like you are saying, not massively. But here in Yoruba land, we know many of you on social media, where you flaunt your wealth, where you live, what you do, your business, how you travel, and things like that. When they kidnapped my brother, they monitored him through the social media, Facebook, to the point that they got to know where he is living. To a point that a day they thought they were going to take him because he's somebody who is always plying that Odogbolu, Ishagamu, Ogiri, Ibadan, those roads. So they figured that out through his social media postings. Fulani terrorist, yo. He said, it got to a point where they felt like they've not seen him in a while. So they decided that they were going to come and take him right there in his father's house in Odogbolu. True life story. Let's cut it short. They said it was because the day they wanted to come and take him, this is not him traveling now. For all of you who think that it's about traveling from one place to another, you can be targeted. You are living abroad. Yes, they are monitoring you. That's how terrible it has become. And that's a hint of what they told the prelate. They said the day they wanted to come and take him in Odogbolu, but they saw a lot of people there. Not because they couldn't take him. They would take him right there. But it's just that they would need to kill a lot of people. and they didn't want to kill a lot of people. So they withdrew back to their camp in the forest along Ogiri, Ijebu, Ogiri, Ibadan road. So the day that they finally got him, he actually posted that he's going to somewhere in Ibadan. So they just waited for him. When he got to the place, they missed him on his way to Ibadan. On his way back, they grabbed him. They left his car there, and they took him. They told him who to call and who not to call. They were communicating with his own phone. But you know one sad thing that happened, like the prelate just said now. Yeah? A Yoruba man in Ogiri saw the abandoned car of my own brother that was kidnapped. Yeah? He saw the abandoned car, and rather than report to the police, he took the car and he took it home. He took the car to the house of his ex-wife to go and show her that he's just bought a new car. Not just that, he called the people in his community, right? And they actually prayed for him for buying a new car. That was the car, abandoned car, my own brother's abandoned car. So the prelate said, they told him that they didn't know Ibadan. He said yes, that they control the entire place. So if you are watching me from Yoruba land, and you are hearing this for the first time, and you are probably thinking, my friend, is not like that. It's not always, you know what I mean? Remember this. Yesterday's survivors are going to be today's victims. Today's survivors are tomorrow's victims. So Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria is not for me. Nigeria is for the Fulani terrorists that are brought into Nigeria by this power monger from northern Nigeria, who have told you if it go lead to civil war, make it lead to civil war. Northerner will lead you again. But you know what? Let me take a listen to this. Maybe Baba Adebanjo can say it better than myself. Please listen to the message, and you probably won't like not everybody will like the messenger, but listen critically to the message for the purpose of this chat.
I can't see you clapping. I can't see you clapping. God bless you, sir. Should I go get for you?
They say, but I don't talk like that. Why are you saying that? Where are my colleagues? Will I say God has not done enough for me at 94? But maybe he has sent me thus far to tell Nigerians where we should be and stop deceiving ourselves. I will not repeat the grounds that my leader in Southern Leaders Forum, Per Clark, he has given the background, the truthfulness of the thing, the historical something. And Dr. Koko has done justice. And until we have said enough in the press, we are all living in denial. You all know why. They don't want the Southeast. It is not that they don't know the right. Don't believe that. I don't share that view. That you explain them, come and campaign to us. Campaign for what? What is obvious? What you all deny, what you must know. Why everybody must support the candidature of an Eastern origin for presidency is because the northern people don't want to yield power. Don't make a mistake about it. You are all afraid to say it. And I only like to point to all the facts to show you that they are just deceiving you. All the idea that they are supporting the Southwest, they are supporting why? It's an element of deceit to divide you, to be able to rule you. They don't like anybody. I told Tinubu himself, not in the papers, face to face. You believe this man will make you president? He said, yes. I said, you make you president? He asked Oshibajo to contest. He asked Fayebi to contest. He asked Amosu to contest. All in the West. Why? He wanted to divide the West first. Then he goes to the South. The unfortunate thing is that, I'm sorry to this is, President Goodluck Jonathan allowed himself to be disgraced by mentioning the fact that I'm still considering that to be president. For what? No. Allow me. This don't matter for clapping. It's not a matter for clapping. This time I reflect over it. Gentlemen, no. We are discussing a serious matter. When I remember the struggle and the campaign I made for Goodluck, on the principle that every part of the country, no matter how small, you are entitled to the highest position in this country if we still want to be in Nigeria in peace. Not by force. It's a question of national cake. It's a question of national equality. The Nigeria which I fought for, and I repeat, fought for, because I took part in the fighting. I am a follower of Awolowo, a follower of Azikwe. And Azikwe was my leader before I followed Awolowo when he started to follow feudalism. I am one of the earliest Sikhs. Why? We want one Nigeria. But don't want Nigeria where one would be dominating the other. Not want you want the unity of the horse and the rider, where the other will be the rider and the rest of the country will be the horse. No! If it should be that, it is to thy extent, O Israel. No, you see, we are at a crossroad now. And I'm too old enough to be bending fast. My position is to say it as it is. I am appealing to South candidates who are showing themselves, Wike and others. They are not helping the issue. They are helping the North. However capable Wike can think he is, that fight now is supporting the North. It is the way to divide us. Just as they have given debates to Jonathan. All of them, they are not going to support them. All the people, the northern people that carry podcast, Jagaban, Oshibajo, this, he saw the seat, the typical Fulani deceit. If we get all of you divided there, it is the Tambua, Balan and Saraki and the other former vice president. Atiku, go and watch. By the time they have got all of you divided, even in the southeast, when you are so many, you split your votes, then they will just imagine, they say that they are, and they will claim to be cleverer than us in the south, with all your PhD, with all your MSc, with all your DSc. Don't allow people who we know how, they seem to have the population. Where is the population? Where is the population? You and I, we have all been to the north. It was the British people that maneuvered that population. It was Aaron Smith. I have said it. Where is it? And I've said it in the papers. If the population they are claiming will be correct, they must be counting the cows and the cattle in the north. So don't let us be deceived. The problem is us ourselves. Get us united.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube.
Please be.
Thank you, Symphony, for giving us that piece. One Nigeria is not real. Listen, one Nigeria is about dominance, one ethnic nationality dominating others. That is the practical example of a one Nigeria. Now, if all of you have been hearing divide and rule, and some of you in your lifetime, you have never witnessed or, see it practically, what it means to be called divide and rule. Now, this is you are witnessing right now. Because one Nigeria is about one ethnic nationality dominating other, and that's why we call it turn by turn Nigeria Limited. If you meet a Yoruba man right now, a Yoruba man that is preaching unity about Nigeria, listen, he will tell you, see, all of us Yoruba, we need to come together. We all need to speak with one voice. So that, for this country to work, all the Yorubas need to come and speak together and support a Yoruba man. Because a Yoruba man is the ideal man for Nigeria to this type of Yorubas. Then you will see another one. You will say, I'm an Igbo man. All of us, instead of all of us, Igbo people to come together and then make this person the president of Nigeria. But at the background of all of this saying, it is about domination, dominance, so that they can say a Yoruba man is the president of Nigeria. So Yorubas can have what they call free pass. Oh, a Fulani man is the president of Nigeria. So the Fulanis, they can have free pass. You know what that means? Because that will be their turn. So that is the practical example of a one Nigeria. Now, come to the divide and rule. Me, I say, if you, as a Yoruba man, as a Yoruba woman, if you love unity so much, and you want Yorubas to come together as a one bond, why don't you say, instead of championing that Yorubas should come together, and support somebody so that that person can be president of Nigeria, so that he can be leader of everyone, Fulani, Hausa, Igbo, Ijo, Nupe, Igala, Idoma, Egun, and all of them. So he will just be president of everybody. Why? That's the kind of question I do ask myself for that. If 70 million people say, let us come together and make somebody a leader of where? Of other people. So you as Igbo man and Igbo woman, you are calling on other Igbos and say, we should all come together in this country. If it's because we are divided, if all the Igbos come together, they can become somebody, they can rule Nigeria. Why? Why do you want to rule Nigeria? So that you can dominate Abi, just like the Fulanis are enjoying. Now, the Fulanis who are enjoying it and not this northern elite, what they have made you miss is this. If your unity for Yoruba people is that strong, then it should be for the Yoruba land, shouldn't it? Yeah, let's unite and decide for our own, decide our own fate, take our own destiny in our own hand. We don't have to be president of Nigeria because Nigeria is unreal. There are so many other nationalities fused together, and you championing to be president to control Nigeria is just like you want to be like the Fulani irredentist, the Fulani oligarch, this northern crook who have managed to queue behind the Fulani. You have the Hausa, you have the make I bring that map. I'm not a good student of history, right? Look at this. Up north, Look at those who make up up north of Nigeria. But today, just like people said when we were growing up, we used to say, Nigeria, the three major ethnic groups in Nigeria, they are the Hausas, the Yorubas, and the Igbos. But since this democracy started, Suddenly, Hausa no they even sound as major tribe in Nigeria anymore. It is now Fulani. Then they will say Hausa Fulani. They just match them. And therefore, waiting bring Hausa Fulani be this political exigency. The fraud, the benefit they are getting from Nigeria. There is Hausa, there are Fulani. In fact, the northern Nigeria, which is in yellow, that majority of that part is Hausa land. You see another part on the top right, Look at those people there. Those are the indigenous people from that part, okay? Look at the middle blue, where Hausa no dey there, na Gbayi people. The Gbayi people who owns Abuja and all those Niger and all those areas, they are not Hausa. But today, now Fulani, all of us, they shout. Are you with me? Fulani, and all of that. So they've enjoyed the power. And the only way to keep the power is the deceit called election. The one that you are getting your PVC for. Why do you want to be president of Nigeria? Why does anybody want to fix Nigeria? Because it's obvious nobody can. No, of course nobody can. Yeah? But Yorubas can fix Yoruba land if we detach ourselves from Nigeria. You know that? The Igbos can take care of themselves if they detach themselves from Nigeria. Do you know that? The Hausas can take care of themselves if they detach themselves from Nigeria. And the Fulanis too can take care of themselves. And every other ethnic nationalities can take themselves. They can't take care of themselves. But the divide and rule is at play. Brothers fighting brothers for the biggest apple prize. They want to be presidents. All right. Somebody is asking me to drop our Give Send Go link. Yeah, if you are planning to make any donation tonight, I was waiting to get to that part anyway. But if you are willing to make that, I will leave the link in the comment section. Yesterday, Bokwari called a meeting, and in that meeting, he spoke. He met with APC, Egbekegbe governors, right? And he told them, "Listen, guys. I would have read you the text of what he said, but it's going to be a waste of time. I can summarize, and you can look it up because it's online, what he said. But what he didn't say is what I'm going to tell you. But first, let me tell you what he said. He met with the 22 governors, and he said, listen, guys, you see that I have not interfered. Yeah, I didn't interfere in you running mad in your different states. Some of you have spent your second term and you are going for you are going to be senator, you want to be this or that. You are choosing your successors. I didn't choose for you and I didn't interfere. Now I'm going to need your support because I'm going to choose my own successor. And the name of that my successor is going to be forwarded to you and you have to deliver. You have to deliver him on Monday, the 6th of June. So the good news there is that the good and the bad news is that the consensus candidate is not Tifnumbu out of it. In fact, immediately Tifnumbu went in yesterday to go and do his screening. Yeah, another team came and they were like, you know what? We get case. So this guy is a criminal. Honestly, he's a criminal, and we want. In fact, there's so many questions we want answered. His education, his birth, his birth certificate, his date of birth, so to say, his career, his how he made his money, everything day we want present, and we just want to make you know, say this guy is also sick, hiding that. So Mokuna no clear amo. However, this is already pretty much like a setup. Listen to me, it's like a setup in the sense that initially. It shouldn't be this complicated. When Tifnumbu was making a deal with the devil in his greed, insatiable lust for power, he saw it coming. However, he still continued to believe that he is smarter enough. Now, what they have done now is that after the screening, they told him, they said, people have concern about your health. That is not on camera. Listen, oh. They have concern about your health. They have concern about your age. That's why your birth certificate and all of that have to come in and all of that. You also would have to submit. So they subjected him into like others who he claimed benefited from his own generosity when he started the APC with them. But like I said, it is just the demystification journey. And in this case, as Yoruba will say, how many joba eweku ewele, how many joba eweku ewele. Now, how naked yoba is what is next now. So what happened? Bokwari said he has the right to choose his successor. And they all have to deliver him on Monday. Who are the names that are popping up now? Okay. The last time I told you about Goodluck Egbere Jolantan, it didn't appear before their screening. So that gave, currently it gives his own admirers a bit of, peace of mind that, okay, fine. I say, no, go be Jonathan. But guess what? Another person came up and he said, and that person is the national vice chairman of APC, Egbekegbe, sending a warning to Bokwari. Hey, Bokwari, you better don't try to impose Jonathan on us or try to impose any candidate or not, any aspirant on us at all, because that can destroy APC. I didn't say that. Now, one of their national vice chairman said that. However, when Bokwari met with the governors yesterday before leaving for Spain, he told them his candidate too. Me, I don't know yet. But they have already narrowed it down for these few reasons. They said the only person that can defeat Atiku and stop Atiku, they are not even rating Peter Obi. I'll come to that soon. They said that person must be a northerner and he must be a Muslim. So therefore, they've narrowed it down to... Now, the spear change and spear tire can still be that southern Nigeria. Even if they now choose anybody, if Bokwari submitted any name from southern Nigeria, among the names he's considering, Tifnubu is still not there. Tifnubu no dey first list. Tifnubu no dey second list. Tifnubu no dey what's they call this thing for university? The VC list. You know any. And as I'm talking to you right now, his own foot soldiers who already have this information, right? What they are doing right now is that we'll scatter everything. Listen. In Lagos, in Abuja, right now, Tifnubu's foot soldiers, some of them may be watching me right now as well, yeah? They have received the news. What they are waiting for now is just to see, for them to make it official. Then they will scatter everything according to them. But what they don't know is that the moment everybody finally fall in line, and Ahmed Dilawan, your current Senate president, you know, another person that is also in consideration that they have not mentioned his name all this while. His name is Sonny Yerima, the person that brought Sharia to what do you call it, to Zamfara. You remember him? The guy that got married to a 10-year-old or 8-year-old girl, and he said Sharia allowed